Hey everyone, out of character here. Thank you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. This really means a lot to me, and I'm going to do part one of an audio drama that I've been working on for quite some time now, ever since I started a post. So, without further ado, let's get into Maurice's backstory. Here we go. Maurice was an extraordinary boy. He was smarter than his classmates, for being a 13-year-old at least. In fact, his knowledge surpassed even Albert Einstein. So he graduated early, making Maurice Crystal the youngest to graduate high school. His parents were kind and compassionate people, but despite being the blood relatives, they changed his last name to Crystal. But why? No one knows yet. Yet. You will see why. 1992, the start of his downfall. Maurice had an eye for video games. One title had caught his interest: Sonic the Hedgehog, a blue hedgehog with outstanding speed. What could beat that kind of power? Brains? No. Brawn? Impossible. No matter what, this blue blur was able to stop his enemy. And yet something twisted was within a cartridge that he would receive watching the boy's admiration. He was able to convince Sega to hire this kid so the accident would make his parents look bad. For what reason? His own game. Sonic.exe, or X, was behind Maurice's death in this universe. 1993, the haunted Sonic 3 prototype cartridge. Maurice was assigned to play a cartridge that held a Sonic 3 prototype. He found bugs here and there, jotting them down to the smallest detail. But during the test, the Genesis crashed for 5 minutes without the ability to turn off. Then it started up with the Sonic 1 title screen. Maurice thought it was an error in the cartridge. But why didn't Sega notice this? He thought to himself. Oh well, it's a game, he said happily, then pushed start. But that face of joy became confusion when he saw for a split second a disturbing version of the title screen flash before going pitch black. Whoa. This isn't supposed to be a horror game. Mom, can you watch me for a bit? Maurice called out, hoping for a response. But when he turned around, to his surprise, his mom and dad left for late night work. Then something echoed. It's you and me, kid. Play my game. Sonic? Maurice asked. No, neither Ghosts nor Sonic exists. Just play the game, then report to Sega. The blonde-haired kid was greeted with 4 characters to play from: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik. Robotnik? Playable? Please, Maurice said jokingly. Don't question my world. Now, here's how it works. Choose your favorite one. The selected one will be your fate. The others will take punishment. What kind of... Why am I speaking to the fake voices in my head? He selected Sonic as his favorite. If this fate thing was correct, which it would be later on, he would rather choose speed. Of course you chose the real me. Why, I expected you to choose from the smart young fox. But now... Sonic was removed from the selection screen. It's time to play. I thought I was playing, Maurice muttered. Tails appeared in Green Hill Zone looking scared. As Maurice controlled the fox, he noticed that blood and dead animals were everywhere. Something is off about this. game. What looked like Sonic was at the end of the zone with his eyes closed. Gah, if this is some clone. Tails got close to the hedgehog, but he opened his eyes to reveal black eyes with glowing red pupils. The screen then displayed, "Run to the left, run to the right. Either way, it's time to die." Maurice was forced to run to the right, for it was his only selection. Yet Tails was grabbed by his spine. Then, within 5 seconds of a glitched screen, the clone of Sonic had jabbed his hand through the skull of the fox while letting Tails scream his last breath. The screen then displayed with a voice following it, "I told you death would follow." The game then went to a corrupted character select screen, and Maurice was unable to see anything, not even the characters. He then heard the voice say, "Your soul is mine." An explosion followed from the Sega Genesis, which was big enough to catch Maurice. He was knocked out cold, as if he was dead. To be continued in Part 2. If you really want to hear Part 2, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. This will reveal how Maurice eventually became the character he is now. Also, I've noticed that who knows? He might meet his true love someday. But that's up to you guys. This has been the 100 Sub Special Part 1. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your days.